If 150 empty water bottles weighed 4.5 pounds, what would you expect 90 empty water bottles to weigh? And probably, I think, probably more often than that, we go the other way. Like when you weigh a bunch of water bottles at the recycling center, they're going to give you a weight in pounds and then approximate how many. Well, actually, they probably don't pay by the bottle, do they? Which is a shame because we're paying 2.5 cents per bottle. Anyways, there's one important question you should ask yourself before you try to solve a problem like this is how much would 0 empty water bottles weigh? And the answer is 0. The reason why that's important is because it tells me that this is a proportion. And because this is a proportion, I can set this up pretty easily to solve it. So I can say, for example, if 150 water bottles weigh 4.5 pounds, so I've set up this proportion of number of bottles to the weight in pounds equals, I could put 90 water bottles up here, and then I could say over X pounds. Now, when I look at this, there's 2 ways we can approach this. This is a proportion, right? And because it's a proportion, there's a shortcut that involves multiplying across these numerators and denominators. I hate that thinking because it leads to a lot of misconceptions. I think the cleaner thing to do is to say, look, I'm going to multiply both sides by X, right? Multiply both sides by X, because I know if I have equal things and I multiply by equal things, I get equal things. And I'm also going to multiply both sides by 4.5. Well, when I do that, if you'll look over on the left-hand side, when I multiply that by X times 4.5, I just get 150X, right? The 4.5 cancels and we're left with 150X. On the other side, when I multiply 90 over X times X times 4.5, I just get 90 times 4.5, which is 405. So you can see that the X's totally are gone from that side of the equation. Now, I'll point this out now that I've justified what I did, right? I just used the multiplication property of equality twice, multiplied by X, multiplied both sides by 4.5. But I want to point out that when I do that with a proportion, this product right here, 50 times 180, or I'm sorry, 150 times X shows up here. And the other thing that's true is the 4.5 times 90 shows up here. So one of the things we can do is if we truly have a proportion, which is just one ratio equal to another ratio, this cross products thing is a trick. I cannot relate all the number of times that I've seen people misapply this. And it's just, we're pattern recognizers as humans. We recognize patterns, but the problem that I think we have more often than not is we do a bad job of applying our observations sometimes. So if I want to solve this, then I'm just going to take the 405 and divide that by the number 150. And when I do that, I get about 2.7. So what we are going to say here is that, let me grab the white pen. We're going to say that X is 405 divided by 150. And the units for both of those numbers, it's going to be X is about, let's say 2.7, and these are pounds, Pounds. So if you've got 90 water bottles that are empty, we expect it to weigh about 2.7 pounds.